Other news now. The parliamentary representative for Soutriere, Darnel, is calling for unity to rebuild the section of the town that was destroyed. Darnel, who has been out of state at the time of the fire, said when he returns to St. Lucia, he will work with the residents to quickly bring back normalcy to the business district. In a Facebook post on Friday, hours after the fire destroyed several commercial buildings and left at least one man homeless, MP Darnel said, quote, "Thank God for his divine intervention. Our firemen and first responders, all those who assisted, Lucelek and Wasco must also be commended. I want to commit government support for the victims as they try to recover." 6 buildings were completely destroyed and 5 partially affected. Authorities believe the fire may have started in the Ultramart in front of the Soutriere Square, which quickly spread to other buildings in the commercial district. The cause of the fire is not yet known. Meantime, the mayor of the tourist town says as much as possible the Constituency Council would like the rebuilding phase to incorporate the rustic look that distinguished Soutriere.
First, because Soutriere has been known to be a very quaint town with very beautiful architecture, French architecture, and a lot of the buildings that were destroyed had the characteristics, in fact, were built back then in those days. It provides an opportunity for us to rebuild. I would love to see us rebuild with that kind of architecture, but I don't know what we can do to ensure that it is. I would definitely go for planning and ensuring that if anything has to be rebuilt, that we try to recreate some of the fretwork and the fascia boards and the very tall gables, the gambrel roofs and so on, that are well known in Soutriere and a tourist attraction for quite some time.
The Commerce Minister and Soutriere native herself, Emma Hippolyte, says it is distressing that part of the town's history was wiped out on the anniversary of another devastating fire that flattened the town decades ago.
The entire block is gone, and it's, while discussing with persons who are friends and families, part of your history is erased. And I was reminded that it is just a few months ago, that we had the 60th anniversary of the Soutriere fire.
More than 2,000 people were made homeless. 1 woman was killed and 1 man seriously injured in that fire 60 years ago. Several businesses were affected by that early morning inferno in Soutriere, especially small business owners, and the Commerce Minister has held dialogue with a few of them.
We spoke with a young lady who invested everything, all her life savings, in a shop. She said she thinks she's underinsured. I spoke to a gentleman who had a warehouse, over $100,000. It's gone in flames, it's not covered. What it speaks to is the vulnerability of our small business in a small state. And it's an issue that we need to discuss openly and to see how best we can call small businesses to understand, to know what risk you're getting into and how we as a people can mitigate some of these risks. It is very important. But for Soutriere, I look at the buildings, as you know, the tall building there, that's where my father's shop was, that's where I sold all my life. I could remember when that building was erected, most of us were upset that it was not within the same architecture of the town. But today, most persons who spoke with would say that's the building that saved the town. So we want to say thank you to the Monroe family.